Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is on engineering manager interview process. So if you are someone जो engineering manager path पे move होना चाहता है या आपका interview already scheduled है या होने वाला है, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm gonna share how the interview process of engineering manager looks like. And I am sharing all these information based on my past experience. अब आपके जब आप किसी कंपनी में जा रहे होंगे इंटरव्यू देने तो डिफरेंट होगा थोड़ा सा. सो आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू अ हाई लेवल व्यू. ओके, सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज इंजीनियरिंग मैनेजर्स की जो इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस होते हैं इट डिफर्स फ्रॉम कंपनी टू कंपनी अ लॉट. सो कुछ कंपनीज होंगी हु वुड लाइक टू evaluate you completely on the project management and people management side. Then there could be the companies who want a very 360-degree technical person, and they are not looking for people or project manager. Then there would be the companies who are looking for someone who is technical and good in product management. So basically every company has different expectation from EM, and that's why I said the interview of EM differs from company to company. अगर इसी को आप एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर के इंटरव्यू प्रोसेस से कंपेयर करेंगे तो आप देखेंगे वहाँ पे बहुत स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड होता है. दे हैव मल्टीपल कोडिंग राउंड्स टेक्निकल एंड वन लीडरशिप राउंड और वन HM हायरिंग मैनेजर राउंड. बट इन EM दिस इज नॉट how it is. So my first tip for you is whenever your interview gets scheduled, ask the HR how the process is gonna look like. Okay, now the second thing. The company's expectation differs as per their requirement from EM. So it is also very important to ask them that उस पूरे process में अगर आपके 5 to 6 rounds होने वाले हैं, do ask them that it has multiple technical, people, project and product management rounds. So which one are the most important or deal breaker? And the HR is going to help you in that. For example, a few companies would be like, if you are not able to clear the coding round, it's fine. But for us, the product and leadership round is the most important one. You have to excel in that. But in few organizations, they will say, we just need someone who is hardcore technical, so you have to clear that. So please ask them that which are the rounds which are deal breaker for that organization. So this was the tip 2. Now let's go to the step 3. The interview process of engineering manager is, to be honest, very long as compared to any software engineer. So in this, they are gonna judge you on different parameters. They need to check you technically, they need to check you on management of project, team and product also. So please expect more than 5 to 6 rounds in most of the organization. Again, I am speaking from my experience. In most of the organizations I interviewed as an EM, they have more than 5 rounds with multiple coding rounds, with plus system design round. Then they have product management manager round. Then they have behavioral round, leadership round, hiring manager round, and sometimes they also have the team round in which you are gonna meet and sit in front of the team. You are gonna work. So yeah, so the process is gonna be a pretty long. So be mentally ready for that. Now how these rounds looks like. So I will talk from the technical perspective first. So coding round. In the coding round, it could be anything. When I say anything, I know you will be like, this is not helping. But trust me, in coding round, what they can do is, first, they can give you any particular code and they will start asking you to review that code. I was from the front-end background. So in 2 or 3 organizations, in one of the organization I got the JavaScript, vanilla JavaScript code with HTML and CSS, and I have to review the whole code. It was some functionality which I didn't knew. I have to read the code and understand and then do the code review there only. In few of the organization I got the React based code where the same exercise I was supposed to do. Then there were few coding rounds where they gave me a problem statement and I was supposed to write the code of that. So again, it could be JavaScript or it could be React, it depends. And then there were home assignments also where I was supposed to take a home assignment, prepare the whole application and do the readme and submit it back, and then meet them to give them the walkthrough that what I have done, and if they have any question they can ask me. So your coding round could be anything out of this, but the most important round in this is system design round. It's a non-negotiable round because you are interviewing for engineering manager. So system design round is the most important. Now if you are someone who is coming from front end domain, you will think, oh my god, how I can do the system design, but you have to do it. And the reason is because you are going to be an engineering manager, you are going to talk to different stakeholders, as well as you are going to own a territory in the product. So you need to understand how the whole system works, and if it comes, you can design that system also. So this system design round in most of the organization I have seen is the most important one. So please, if you haven't prepared for it, I would request you go back and start preparing for it. So these are your technical rounds. There could be 3 to 4 or two coding round plus system design, one round, or 3 coding rounds plus 1 system design, or home assignment and system design. So this would be the combination. Now next is your hiring manager round, which I would say is the most important one, because as an EM, your job is actually working with people and with the leadership. So you should be taking this particular round very serious to understand their requirements, expectations, and also share your way of working and expectations. This round is going to actually help you out to understand if you are going to fit in that particular company or not. The reason is, if you are someone who is highly technical and the organization expectation is, or their way of working is, they are not looking for someone technical and they are looking for someone who is more of product or project manager, then you will get to know from them. So be as open as you can to understand their way of working and your way of working. So this is more about the candid conversation between you and your hiring manager. Then the next is the product management round, where you will be getting interviewed by a product manager, and there would be 2 types of, I would say, division we can have. Your product manager will try to understand how deep knowledge or interest you have in product and what improvement you can bring or ideas you can bring. As well as your product manager would love to understand how you work and collaborate. And trust me, again, from my own experience, if you have a great product manager, your life as an EM would be very, very smooth. And if you don't have any good product manager, it is gonna be a challenge. So again, my advice to you, take this round very seriously. Understand how your product manager, future product manager works, what their expectation, how their roadmap looks. Try to understand that and try to share your way of working and try to see how the both collaboration can come together. After the product, you will have a leadership round or a behavioral round, where they would like to understand, again, they want to know more about you, understand you, your way of working, what excites you, what doesn't excite you, and how much empathy you have towards people, team, and how you handle these situations, different situation basically. So in leadership and behavior, this is gonna happen. So this is how overall your EM interview process looks like. And optionally, you will have a team round where you will get sit in front of the future team. They are gonna ask you any question, anything they can ask you, technical, non-technical, your way of working, anything they can ask. So this is how it looks. Now moving to the next point, talking about the non-technical questions, what kind of questions you can get. So you can get, for example, have you ever resolved the conflict between your teammates? If yes, how you did it? Have you ever slipped any delivery? If yes, then how you handle it? You know that you are already slipping away from delivering a crucial feature of a product. How you are gonna communicate to your stakeholders? How you actually prepare the roadmap or the career framework for your teammates, how you do one-on-one. So these are few questions they would like to explore to understand how you work and how you think. So these are the few non-technical questions you can get in your interview. And I can tell you that a few of the questions which I got in almost every interview was how you resolve the conflict between your team members, when was the time when you have sent someone on PIP and how you handle that. Have you ever get into the situation where the product is not able to deliver as expected, so as an EM what you have done. And the last one is when was the time when you failed in doing something. And to be honest, you don't need answers to impress them. You need to be very truthful. So for example, the last question which I said, that when was the last time you failed? It's okay if you failed somewhere, just tell them. The important thing is, do you admit that you also get failed somewhere? That's the most important thing. And after that, they are definitely gonna ask you that what you learned after that. And that's, I would say, the most important thing. That you failed, that is fine, but what you learned from that. So just prepare your answers around it. So yeah, this is how a whole EM interview process looks like. Now talking about the resources, you can read some management books. They might help you. In my how I did is, I actually I was reading some random books, but I don't recall that those books actually helped me. But one particular website or resource I can definitely would say helped me is, I got an offer where I actually booked 2 slots. They are the paid services, and I actually went, booked those slots, and I got interviewed by 2 different people. In both, I actually did the system design round mock interviews, and I also discussed my interview strategy, and I got my feedback from there. And apart from my technical, they also gave me the feedback on how should I approach the behavioral rounds, leadership rounds and all this, and that actually helped me out a lot. So yeah, if you are looking out for something where you want to put your money, you can go and check that also. Or otherwise you can just Google around. I'm pretty sure there would be ample resources on this. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you will crack your next opportunity. If yes, please let me know in the comment section, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Take care. Bye.